Hello students, good morning all of you. Today I Rabindra Mohan Mishra from Sri Jagdamba Sanskrit College Batho am taking the class of Shastri second. Today we see the summary of the play Merchant of Venice of Act 2 Scene 8. Some days ago we have seen the summary of different scenes of Act 2 and 3. Today, let's we see Act 2, Scene 8. In Act 2, Scene 8 of the play Merchant of Venice, Celerino and Celenio meet in the city square to review recent events. They discuss development in Venice. On the street in Venice, Celerio and Celenio gossip about Jessica and Lorenzo's elopement and Venice Vesenio's departure for Belmont to woo Portia. They laugh about Shylock's desperate search for Jessica. Upon learning that Jessica had eloped and stolen his money, Shylock realized that Lorenzo and Jessica had run off together. Shylock appealed to the Duke to search Bassanio's ship, but they are too late, for Bassanio has already sailed. Antonio leads them off the path, saying that he saw them on a gondola. Shylock is visually upset by both the loss of his daughter and his ducats. The two men voice concern for Antonio's debt, for he is unable to pay. Shylock will be ready for vengeance at his loss. The concern is great, for there are rumors that Antonio's ships are wrecked in the English Channel. Selenio tells Sereno that he needs to tell Antonio what he has heard, but that he should tell him in time. The men feel that Antonio is too sad now that Bassanio has left. Shylock only cried, "My daughter, oh my ducats, oh my daughter," fled with a Christian again and again. Cesario asks them that all the boys in Venice now follow Shylock, imitating his anguished refrain, demanding justice, the law, my ducats, and my daughter. When Shylock discovered that Jessica was gone, he demanded that the Duke of Bassanio has Bassanio's ship searched. This proved to be impossible because Bassanio had already sailed. Antonio, however, assured the Duke that Lorenzo and Jessica were not on board Bassanio's ship. All the boys in Venice followed him, mocking him, his daughter, and his ducat. Selenio worries about what will happen to Antonio. He knows Shylock's temper. Jessica's elopement and Antonio's swearing that Bassanio had no part in her escape bade no good for Antonio. He knows that Antonio must keep his day or else he will pay his debts. Selenio is likewise worried about Antonio's future. Only yesterday, a Frenchman told him about an Italian ship that had sunk in the English Channel. He immediately thought of Antonio, hoping that the ship was not one of his. The news about the shipwreck must be broken gently to Antonio because Antonio is a sensitive man. Realizing that Antonio may need cheering up, Selenio and Selenino decided to pay him a visit. They have seen Bassanio sail with Gracino, but they say Lorenzo and Jessica did not depart with them. Shylock wanted to search Bassanio's ship and got the Duke's approval to do so, but the ship was already gone. Antonio has assured Shylock and the Duke that Jessica and Lorenzo are safe. Shylock has been seen the street wailing for his lost daughter and lost money. There has also been some discouraging news about a ship from Venice lost near England, and Antonio hopes it is not his. In this, Saladino's and Saladino's opening line are hurried and excited. Here, they are concerned about Antonio's fate since Shylock is in a terrible temper, and the ones Mary Bond is no longer Mary. Chelonio's speech is introduced here for two reasons. Firstly, Shylock's rage must be described before it is shown so that we can anticipate his state of mind at his next entrance. Second, Shylock's loss of both his daughter and much of his money are important for understanding the extent of Shylock's desire for revenge. At the beginning of the play, he has only two real reasons for hating Antonio, a commercial hatred and a religious hatred. To this is now added a shattering personal losses. He has lost his daughter, his only child, to a Christian, a friend of Antonio, making plausible his im- implacable desire for revenge against all Venetian Christians in the person of a man whom he has legally concerned, Antonio. In a very real sense, our sympathy goes out to Shylock, yet Shakespeare keeps us from pitying the man by having Salenio enact a sort of exaggerated parody of Shylock's greedy, histrionic behavior as he tells his friend Celino how Shylock has chased in the streets by young boys howling after him. Shylock's repetitions of "Oh my ducats" and "Oh my daughter" indicate that Jessica is simply at this point another possession like his coins. Thus, we are prevented from being too over sympathetic to an ovation which has blinded the old moneylender to the true difference between monetary and human values. In addition to exhibiting more of the Venetian prejudice against Shylock, this scene re-emphasizes the connection between a woman's value and money by placing daughter and ducats next to each other. Shylock's crying for justice also shows the turning point where he will really start to push for revenge against the Christians through their own court system, struggling to make out the truth of rumors and heresy. Celerino and Celerio accepted that these events will give force to Shylock's desire for justice and revenge against their friend. They describe Antonio's uniquely generous and identity that generosity as rising from his love for Bassanio. They also convey the intensity of Antonio's love for Bassanio, further raising the question of whether that love is romantic or platonic. It is a typical conceit in Shakespeare's play to use conversation between characters to explain what has happened or is happening off stage. Since Sereno and Selenio are gossips, they are perfect for taking on this important role of providing plot exposition. From a practical standpoint, their conversation in the scene spares the time of staging scenes showing Shylock attempting to search Bassanio's boat, the loss of the ship near England, and Antonio's farewell to Bassanio. As much as Salerino and Selenio seem to like Antonio and want good things from him, their dialogue also carries a tone that indicates they enjoy the drama unfolding around them. Selenio delights in speculating about Antonio's grief when he hears of the wrecked ship. Selenio relishes the details when he describes Bassanio's departure from Venice. Yet in these cases, their enjoyment is subtle. When Selenio recounts Shylock's anguish at the loss of his daughter, he emphasizes how Shylock cries out for his lost money and calls Shylock a dog with a confused passion, as if Shylock does not know which loss upset him more. The Christian merchants take Shylock's confusion as evidence of his greed instead of evidence of simple confusion over his family having been turned upside down. After all, his daughter has not only left and betrayed him, but has abandoned the principles of their religion. In short, we conclude that these scenes has many ups and downs. It teaches or unfold before us many unique feeling towards between or among the good friends. Even this scene pays more attention towards the cooperative and comprehensive with human beings. The scene in this way ends. Tomorrow we see the summary of next scene, but the summary of this scene is very important. We should adhere, adopt this in very good way.